The first time I stepped into my new house, I swear the walls sighed with relief, like they'd been waiting for me. Sunlight spilled through the tall windows, painting golden stripes across the hardwood floors. I'd picked out my self-wide planks. Warm oak, the kind you dream about when you're stuck in a shoebox. Apartment with peeling linoleum. I kicked off my shoes and ran barefoot from room to room, laughing like a kid. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a kitchen with an island big enough to dance on, a backyard that sloped gently toward a creek, where fireflies blinked every summer night. I'd earned this. Every overtime shift as a nurse, every skipped vacation, every no to dinners out with friends, it all led to this moment. I stood in the empty master bedroom, arms spread wide, and whispered to the ceiling, "We did it, girl. We're home." I'd always been the responsible one, the oldest of 4 sisters, Leela, Claire, Sophie, and me. The Rock, as Mom liked to call me. While they flitted through life like butterflies' new boyfriends. New cities, new dreams, I stayed rooted. I paid the bills when Mom's car broke down. I co-signed Leela's student loans. I sent Claire rent money when her art career hit a dry spell. I even let Sophie store her childhood teddy bears in my closet because dorm storage is so expensive. Mom said I was blessed with a giving heart. I believed her. I wanted to believe her. That first Saturday, I invited her over to see the house. She arrived with her arms full of grocery bags, always feeding someone, and a bottle of cheap champagne. To new beginnings. She toasted, clinking her plastic cup against mine. She wandered through the rooms like a proud mama bird, cooing over every detail. "Oh, honey, look at this light," she said, standing in the corner bedroom. "Perfect for Claire's painting." "And this one's so cozy," she murmured, peeking into the back room. "Sophie would love it for studying." I laughed. "Mom, I haven't even bought furniture yet." She waved me off. "Details, details. You'll figure it out." I should have seen the sparkle in her eye. The way she lingered in each doorway. Mentally assigning rooms like a real estate agent. But I was too busy glowing. Too busy imagining Thanksgiving dinners and Christmas mornings in my dining room. That night, I fell asleep on an air mattress in the living room, surrounded by unpacked boxes, dreaming of paint swatches and throw pillows. But what I didn't know was that Mom had already started unpacking her plans. The next morning, I woke to a text from Lila. "Oh my God, thanks for the room, sis. Moving in Friday." Attached was a selfie of her in my front yard, holding a duffel bag and grinning like she'd won the lottery. My stomach dropped so fast I nearly dropped my phone. I called her voicemail. "Claire, voicemail. Sophie, voicemail, finally." Mom picked up. "Mom, what is this?" I asked, my voice already shaking. "Oh, sweetheart, don't be dramatic," she said. "Oh, sweetheart, don't be dramatic," she said, like I'd complained about the weather. "The girls are in a bind. Leela's roommate kicked her out. Claire's lease is up. And Sophie's dorm is a nightmare. You have 3 bedrooms and you're all alone. It's family. We share." I stood in my kitchen, gripping the counter so hard, knuckles went white. "But it's my house," I whispered. "Silence, then. You'll understand when you're a mother." I hung up and stared at the coffee mug in my hand. It was the one I'd bought just for this house-white ceramic with tiny gold stars. My first home purchase. Now it felt like a prop in someone else's play. That was the moment the cracks started. Not in the mug. In me. Friday came like a storm I couldn't outrun. I pulled into my driveway after a 12-hour shift, feet swollen. Eyes burning, and there they were. Leela's beat-up Honda stuffed with clothes. Claire's easels leaning against the garage. Sophie's teddy bear collection spilling out of a laundry basket. Mom stood in the doorway like a general, directing traffic. "Careful with that lamp," she called to Leela. "It's going in the master." I slammed my car door. What is this? Mom turned, smiling like I'd just walked into a surprise party. Welcome home, honey. The girls are all settled. Settled, the word hit me like a slap. I stormed inside. My moving boxes, shoved into the garage. My air mattress, folded in a corner. Leela was already in the master bedroom, clothes exploding from suitcases. Claire had claimed the sunny corner room, canvases propped against my walls. Sophie was curled up in the back room with her laptop and a bag of Chips My Chips. Where am I supposed to sleep? I asked, voice cracking. Mom patted the couch. Right here. It pulls out. Perfect for now. Perfect for now. I tried to fight. God, I tried. Mom, I paid for this. I signed the papers. This isn't a dorm. She sighed like I was a toddler throwing a tantrum. You're being selfish. Family helps family. I turned to my sisters. You could have asked. Leela rolled her eyes so hard I thought they'd stick. You would have said no. Claire added, you're always so uptight about money. Sophie just shrugged. Mom said it was fine. That night, I lay on the pull-out couch in the basement lumpy. Cold smelling of mildew and listened to them upstairs. Music thumping. Doors slamming. Laughter echoing through the vents. My shampoo disappeared from the shower. My coffee beans vanished. My plants wilted because no one watered them. I came home from work one day to find Mom in my office, my sacred space with a built-in. Bookshelves rifling through my desk. Just looking for a pen, she said, but I saw the stack of papers in her hand. My mortgage statement. My credit card bill. My savings account balance $42,000 eyed. Scraped together 4 renovations. What are you doing? I whispered. She didn't even flinch. Making sure you're not overextending yourself, honey. You work so hard. Whispered. She didn't even flinch. Making sure you're not overextending yourself, honey. You work so hard. That's when I realized this wasn't about space. This was about control. She'd always treated me like the family ATM, the reliable one. The one who'd never say no, and now she turned my greatest achievement into her personal boarding house. I stopped sleeping. I'd lie awake in the dark, staring at the basement ceiling, tears sliding into my ears. I'd whisper to the shadows. This is my home, but it didn't feel like it anymore. It felt like a prison with floral curtains. Then came the night that broke me. I came home late, another double shift hand found them in the kitchen, eating pizza on my plates. Leela, she's being such a drama queen. It's not like she uses the rooms. Claire, Mom says if she kicks us out, we'll just guilt trip her until she caves. Mom, she get over it. She always does. I stood in the doorway, invisible. My scrubs still smelled like hospital antiseptic. My hands shook so hard I had to hide them behind my back. Something shifted in me then. The tears dried up. The trembling stopped. I wasn't going to beg anymore. I wasn't going to explain. I was going to take my house back. And I was going to make sure they never forgot who it belonged to. But first, I needed a plan. A perfect plan. Started small, like a whisper before a scream. First, the Wi-Fi. I changed the password to something only I knew. When Lila screamed from upstairs, "Why's the internet down?" I called out sweetly, "Oh, I must have forgotten to pay the bill this month. I'd paid it early and set up autopay for the next year." Then the TV. I accidentally unplugged it during Claire's favorite reality show. Oops, extension cord must have tripped, she. Spent an hour crawling behind the entertainment center looking for the outlet. Sophie, I replaced her $80 face cream with a $3 drugstore dupe. She didn't notice for a week. When she finally did, she blamed the brand for changing the formula. Mom, I started locking my office. Then my bedroom, well, the basement closet I'd claimed as a dresser. I installed a keypad lock on the garage. For security, I told her. She rolled her eyes but didn't push. But the real plan, that took time, and silence, and every ounce of patience I had left. I waited until Mom announced her big 60th birthday party at my house. Of course, she'd invited 40 people, caterers, a DJ, a balloon arch. She even used my credit card to book it all. You don't mind, do you, honey? It's for family. I smiled, the kind of smile that doesn't reach the eyes. Of course not. Mom, let me help plan everything. For 2 weeks, I was the perfect daughter. I picked up decorations. I confirmed the caterer. I even baked her favorite lemon bars. They thought I'd caved. They thought I'd accepted my role as the family doormat. They had no idea. The night before the party, while they were all out shopping for outfits, we need to look amazing for Mom's big day. I made my move. I hired movers, professional ones, the kind who don't ask questions. I packed every single thing that wasn't mine Leela's clothes. Claire's easels, Sophie's textbooks, Mom's overnight bag, even her favorite coffee mug into labeled boxes. I had the locks changed. I installed a Ring camera on every door. I left a single note on the kitchen counter, written in my neatest handwriting. Welcome to the party. Enjoy the house from the driveway. The homeowner. Then I left. I checked into a hotel with soft sheets and room service. I turned off my phone. I took a bubble bath. I slept for 12 hours. The next morning, I woke to 47 missed calls, 23 voicemails, a video from Leela, them standing outside my front door, boxes piled high like a fortress, pounding and screaming. Mom was crying hysterically. Claire was yelling obscenities at the Ring camera. Sophie looked small, scared. I watched it twice. Then I posted on the family group chat. House rules, my name on the deed. My key, my decision. Parties canceled. Love you. Then I blocked them all. 2 days later, Mom showed up at my hospital. She'd been crying so hard her mascara ran in black rivers down her cheeks. She cornered me in the parking lot. How could you do this to your own mother? She sobbed. On my birthday, I looked her in the I really looked and said, how could you do this to your own daughter? For months. She opened her mouth, closed it, had no answer. My sisters tried everything, guilt, anger, even threats. Leela left a voicemail saying she'd tell everyone what a selfish B***chi I was. Claire posted a tearful Instagram story about family betrayal. Sophie sent a text. I'm sorry. Can I just get my teddy bears? I didn't respond. Not yet. The police came once Mom called them. Hysterical. The officer knocked on my door, saw the deed in my name, saw the locks, saw the camera footage of them trying to break in with a screwdriver. He just shrugged. Ma'am, it's her house. Eventually, they left. Leela moved in with a boyfriend who totally gets her. Claire got a studio apartment the size of a closet. Sophie went back to dorms and actually started studying. Mom, she stayed with Aunt Linda in a basement with no windows and a single twin bed. I reclaimed every room. I painted the master bedroom soft sage, the color I dreamed of since I was 12. But new sheets that smelled like lavender and sunlight. I hung a gallery wall of photos, my photos. Me at nursing school graduation. Me holding my first paycheck. Me standing in this house, keys in hand, smiling like I'd won the world. I put a sign above the front door. My home, my peace. Some people call it revenge. I call it boundaries. I still love my family from a distance now, with locked doors and a full heart. Because some things are worth fighting for. And some homes are worth coming back to. Looking back, I wish I'd seen it sooner. Looking back, I wish I'd seen it sooner, the way love can twist into entitlement. How family can become a weapon if you let it. I wish I'd set boundaries at 18, at 25, at 30, but I learned something in that basement on that lumpy couch with tears in my ears. The strongest revenge isn't destruction. It's protection. It's saying this far, no further, and meaning it. It's choosing yourself without apology. I still send Mom a card on her birthday. I still Venmo Sophie for textbooks. I even helped Claire find a cheaper apartment, but I do it from my home. On my terms. Because a house isn't just walls and a roof. It's the space where you finally get to say, "This is mine, and I'm keeping it."